Alright, hopefully you can hear me over the sound of the rain hitting the canopy in here. But for this video I wanted to see if I could figure out a semi-permanent way to keep this diesel heater in here. I'm sure plenty of you have seen these before. It's the 4 kilowatt Vevor diesel all-in-one heater. I've tested it a couple times and it seems to work really well. The control panel is kind of weird to use. The instructions that came with it don't make any sense really, but thankfully there are some other YouTube videos that explain it pretty well. And despite the fact that across all these diesel heaters, even with what the pictures in the ad show, the control panel that you end up getting might look different. I haven't seen too many that look exactly like this one. Usually they're more of just an actual rectangle with the buttons laid out on either side and not this weird, I don't know, kind of looks like one of those weird concept cell phones from back in the day. And but it works. Figuring out the fan speed and adjusting the temperature kind of weird. But I'd like to get it in this corner. I've seen other people's videos where this is kind of a good spot to put it in the back of a truck if that's what you're doing. And I've put some tape there. I think that's should be where the exhaust can go out under the box here. And then that little kind of grommet pass through, I've got the 12-volt outlet. I should be able to stick the fresh air intake through there, and that should be fine. The reason why I don't want the fresh air intake in the truck with me is that I've noticed a couple times once I turn the heater off, it'll puff white smoke out of the fresh air intake. I tried looking it up, and that might be something to do with the fact that it's not burning off whatever diesel is left in the combustion chamber, something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but just in case that does happen, I would prefer that to happen outside of the truck and not in here with me. And one more thing, I don't have it yet, but I will be getting one of those combination smoke and CO2 detectors once I finally do get around to using the heater while I'm in here. I would never trust one of these without an actual detector. So I've got my drill here, I've got one of these step drill bits. I think this should be just fine to get through the floor of the bed here. And I'm just going to use this punch to kind of help get it started. And I'm just gonna double check there's nothing important under there. Alright, I think should be good to keep drilling, hopefully. There's a hole for something directly underneath, looks like the top of the frame rail maybe. Definitely doesn't smell good. Okay, so I got the most annoying part out of the way, which is drilling a hole through the bed of the truck for the exhaust pipe. And I brought in my portable power station to get this thing started up finally. So get it plugged in here. And leave that there. I'm not going to be able to move it so the camera can see it very well, but what I can show you is it came with a remote, like a lot of these tend to, which I haven't actually used yet, but I brought it with me for this. Figured it'd be worth a try now. So there's the remote. It says connecting. It's interesting. It says gives you the ambient temperature 9 degrees. Sounds about right. It says standby, so don't know. Automatic. Sorry, it's just keep moving it away because it can't really. The text doesn't show up very well. The top here on it. Stay here. Let's see if I can actually. Okay, so it's on. You can hear the fan going. I don't know if it'll get picked up on phone. It's not super loud at the moment. I don't hear the fuel pump. Hang on, I'm gonna have to try to look this up here. Okay, never mind. I can hear the fuel pump going now. So I'm gonna let it warm up here, and I'll come back once it actually starts producing heat. Alright, so it's giving off some heat now. It's still warming up. Now I want to figure out how to turn the fan speed down. You probably barely hear me over the fan. Okay, so hopefully that's a little bit quieter. I had to watch a couple YouTube videos again and poke through the settings, the fan speed, the RPM, the hertz, all that. It's kind of buried in the settings. The pin is 1688, and then that gives you access to controlling the fan speed, which is kind of weird. I don't know why you'd want to have this just at max fan speed all the time, unless you're trying to power like a very large space, like garage or something. But this is much more bearable. I definitely would not be able to sleep in the back of the truck here with the fan going at full speed. It's just way too much. But even with the tailgate open in the truck, kept it open for had to crawl back in and out of here 24 times, but even with the tailgate open, it is warming up in here. Let's see if the remote can actually give me any info now. So ambient temp has gone up a few degrees, which makes sense. And let's try to show you the screen here. So it's showing intake and outtake, And it looks like it's showing that it's still priming. I guess. Well, I don't know if that means the fuel pump is going. Let's see if I can stop that. Okay, I think I'm done messing around with this thing for today. I did turn it off accidentally. I hit the switch on my power station by accident, and that turned it off, and I didn't see like a ton of white smoke coming up through the corner here, but what I did get was the smell of it's kind of like a burnt plastic smell, unburnt diesel smell. So for now, just gonna make sure the fan's at a reasonable setting, and I think I'm gonna leave it for an hour. And just because my canopy's been leaking, and there is water on the end of my bed platform here. There was the drawer underneath. I took that out because it was getting wet too. So I will leave this, and hopefully it can dry out the back of the truck here. And yeah, that's it for this video.